Good morning. Welcome to your morning cup of inspiration. Thanks for joining me today. You know, it's harder to get old thoughts out of your mind sometimes than it is to get new thoughts into your mind, isn't it? I think Christ knew that too, because if you'll reflect on the Sermon on the Mount as he was teaching, he said, "You've heard that it was said such and such," and then he said, "But I tell you such and such." He was trying to reprogram them to unlearn some of the beliefs in the Old Testament, replace those with some of the more standard new beliefs in the New Testament. So half our spiritual life and growth is learning new things that we need to know, and the other half is unlearning things that we already know, isn't it? So faith is unlearning some of the senseless worries that we have and the fears that we have and some of the misguided beliefs that keep us captive, isn't it? It's interesting that there's around 2,000 classified fears. There's fears of fear. There's phobia, fear of fear. And there's photophobia, which is fear of not looking good in a picture when it's taken. There's even a fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. But the interesting thing is that there's only two innate fears that we're born with: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. So if those are the only two we're born with, the rest of them we've learned along the way, haven't we? So if we were capable of learning them, the good news is we should be capable of unlearning them, shouldn't we? Unfortunately, it's hard to reason with an irrational fear, isn't it? I've developed one over the last 5 to 10 years. I've begun to get claustrophobic, specifically when I fly in an airplane. I don't understand it. It's not logical or rational, but tell my mind that. I struggle with that and I'm working on it. Well, I ran across a scripture I want to share with you and leave with you as I close today in 1 John 4:18. This will help us overcome these fears. It says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear." So the goal of the goal of love is fearlessness. And whose love? God is love. He loves us so much. His love drives out fear. Our love for Him, that relationship of love, is what it will take to remove fear from our life, replace it with faith. Faith is the process of unlearning those irrational fears. So can we do it today? Can we love God? Can we accept God's love today? And slowly unlearn some of those fears and worries that we have. I'm going to work on it if you will. Thanks once again for being with us today. We love you and appreciate you being part of our community. God bless and have a great day.